Hey, welcome everybody to Costerdale Eastbourne, or more specifically Costerdale Beachy Head. I am currently on a trip back home and I am really enjoying just a few days with family, but you can't come to Eastbourne without coming up onto the South Downs. I was planning on doing quite a bigger walk, so I was planning on going to the Cuckmere Valley and walking down towards over the Seven Sisters all the way over to the end over there. However, when I looked at it on the OS maps, it says it was going to take 6.5 hours, and that's not with adding Helen time on. So yeah, I have a feeling we really would be in a pickle, so I don't want to be arriving home at 10 o'clock at night. So I think the reason why I thought that it would take about 2 hours max is because I used to run it. So I used to do my marathon training up here because you've got a lot of up and downs. It's brilliant. However, that'll be why it's going to take more than 2 hours, because I'm not running this, definitely not. So my plan is literally to do an hour's walk in behind you and then walk back, and we should be able to see some of the cliffs as we walk back, so that'll be nice. It's Airbourne this weekend, so we might be disturbed by a whole load of aircraft. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Just head out onto the hills and see the sea. I'm going to get absolutely roasted. The reason why we call it Costerdale Eastbourne, there's a good reason. It's always sunny here. It should be a good day. I mean, I lived here for ages, and I remember one year I didn't need to wear a jacket between May and November because it was just such fine weather. And yeah, it really is one of the sunniest places in the UK, I'm pretty sure. So I think my aim today is to get to that lighthouse in the distance. There's a few up and downs, so I'll get my lungs working. Oh, I see a coach. I don't think that's a bus I can get back. I think that's just a coach. But if I was going to do my plan, you would go all the way down to Burling Gap, and then you would keep on going, and it's right in the distance, the Cuckmere Valley. So it really would have been quite a walk. So yes, I'm quite glad I'm not doing that. So yes, that's the plan. Do a really nice gentle plod. I don't like the fact this is going down, because it means that I'm going to have to come up this. So lovely people, I have changed my mind. I have forgotten my sun cream, so I really am going to roast if I'm not careful. So although the lighthouse is just over there, it's over one of the next hills, so I've got a bit of a nuffy downy, but I just think it's not wise, just because there's no shade or anything. Whereas if I go back towards the Beachy Head, there's loos there, there's that's a better angle for the airplane. So I think I'm gonna head back the other way and see if I can find somewhere to sit down maybe. We'll see how that goes. Clearly not made a plan for today. The only thing about going back now is that all the nice cliffs are just underneath us over there. We would have been able to see a bit more, I think, but perhaps another time, or we'll see if we can catch a view maybe further up. But I can't guarantee anything because I've not walked many of the sisters, maybe 1.5. is just make sure there's no cracks around here, because you obviously don't want to get too close to the edge, but you can kind of normally tell by how it is around here whether you're likely to surf down the cliff on a bit of grass. There's so much cool nature around here. Do you know, I never knew the cairn was over there. I know that you can do a really nice loop walk that drops down and round and back up here. Yeah, it's nice to be back. I think I did about a 45-minute journey in that direction and then walked 45 minutes back. So I feel like I've really done a little bit of a workout today, but I think it's time for me to find somewhere to sit down and fry. Hey, so I've plonked myself down and I am surrounded by people, so I'm going to try and keep this short. But I think I am going to be watching the display from here. I managed to find some sun cream, so hopefully I'm not going to completely roast, and I will catch you all a bit later on. So as you can see, I stayed for the air show. It's been a really lovely afternoon. I don't think I've been fried. For some reason I find myself heading towards that jolly lighthouse over there again. I'm definitely not going to make it, but I am definitely going to find a really nice place to chill out just for maybe an hour before the bus comes. It's a really lovely late afternoon. The bus stop's just over there. There's one due in about, I don't know, an hour. So chill out here, I think, and just enjoy this amazing view. I'm trying to find somewhere to sit down, and that path down doesn't look very inviting, does it? Looks like it goes straight off the edge of a cliff. As much as that view looks absolutely amazing over there with the misty sun haze, there's also the nice big sun that will be blasting in my face. So I think I have decided to sit at the edge of the path of doom. I'm not creating any hassle here, as in I'm not disturbing anyone. So really I'm just going to plonk myself down here, and I don't even know if I'll get a view I might get a nice view of this fence. But I think I'm done, so this is where I'm going. Hey, so I think I'm going to wrap things up here. I've got about 10-15 minutes before I really ought to get this bus back. What a lovely day. I don't know how many of you know this area on the South Downs. There's a long distance trail that finishes or starts here, the South Downs Way. I've seen a few of you people do videos on them, and yeah, this is a really nice trail to do. So I recommend, if you do like your long distance trails, the South Downs Way is definitely one to add to your list. And also just if you like your trail running, it's so good, the Seven Sisters, and you can do a really nice half marathon or 16-mile route. And I can't remember where I used to do it from, but essentially it went down the Cuckmere Valley, looped around, did all the Seven Sisters, and then went back on the Cotswold Way, and it was an absolutely fantastic route. You've got the undulating hills from the cliffs, and it's lovely. And what's really nice is it forms part of the Beachy Head Marathon, which is something else I'd really recommend if you like your sporting events, running events. Oh, it was amazing. The Beachy Head Marathon is one of the best things I think I've done and enjoyed. And doing this route on the Seven Sisters is a really nice training area. And what's also really nice is it's towards the end of the route. So it just means that when you get to the Cuckmere Valley, I was like, oh, I'm nearly home, even though it was about another 5-6 miles. Because it was familiar, it meant that I really knew that I was on the home run, even though I probably wasn't, but it felt that way. And even though that it feels horrendous going up and down the cliff edge, it was just, yeah, I felt elated when I got to that point, even though towards the end of a marathon you generally feel a little bit whacked out. Yeah, I really recommend. It's such a good atmosphere, that marathon. Definitely, it's got these same if you add up all of the elevation, you'd end up climbing Ben Nevis. It's a pretty a lively one. You don't think you're going to get a PB from that route. Yeah, so I just love this area. I think coming home here just feels really lovely, and it's the weather. It helps that the weather's generally nice. It's been nice and still really today. We get a little bit of a breeze up this way. I mean, yeah, it can blow the living soul out of you at times, but I think a lot of coastal areas do feel a bit like that, don't they? Yeah, you've got the chalk cliffs. It's a really nice vibe in Eastbourne, and you've got it's a real nice family area, and you can easily get to airports. You can get to Brighton if you wanted to have a little bit of a time out, like a nice shopping and stuff. London's pretty easy to get to, so if you wanted to go up to Scotland, everything feels quite easy to get to here. So that's why I definitely enjoyed this place. But yeah, it's been good to come back, see family. I'm heading off home tomorrow, so my plans really are I think I'm going to do some more day walks next week, perhaps give you guys a bit more of a further update on how I'm doing, what I've been doing since my July vlog challenge. But it's been really nice to share today with you. Been a bit of a random one, but yeah, I've absolutely loved it, and I'm really hoping I'm not sunburnt. I shouldn't be. I lathered myself up in sun cream thanks to a really lovely lady who rescued me from that situation. So yes, I'm looking forward to having a nice shower, a nice salad, and bed, I think, tonight. I will see you soon.